the Gauntlet. Let's go.
If you smell what the Gauntlet is cooking.
Welcome to the Gauntlet. It is 8 p.m. It is Friday. I'm your host for the evening, Detroit Dom. I am also one of the members of the dwindling fan club of one, Justin Blackman. Justin Blackman, if you're watching, I think Jacksonville kind of did you dirty. You were a very talented man. Seems like you got one and a half strikes and you were out. Why couldn't you get that Josh Gordon? You got 37 strikes. Anyways, let me bring in my guests and co-hosts. First off, from the great city of Houston, he is currently celebrating a World Series title for his Astros. He is known for many things and by many names. Jay Nelson, Denzel Snipes, Do Dirty from Baby Boy. It's Jay Nelson. Chimon.
Because all I do is go over Do Dirty House and play Madden all day. Even though right now, I'm here. So I bought the new God of War, and yeah, they ain't about to see me outside for the next few months between that and football. So what's up, man? Can you hear me?
I saw your post earlier.
Yeah, it's I don't know who all's the game on here, but yeah.
From the great city of Philadelphia, the city. Wait till he comes on. He'll tell you how much he loves. Go ahead. Say what?
How much I love
Let's just
what?
bring James Tatum on because I want him to tell us how much he loves those new Sixers City Edition.
Shut up, bro. We're not talking about that. Besides, I'll keep it short.
The City Edition jerseys, you love them, right?
No, I hate that jersey. The jersey's terrible. Every year, the City Edition jerseys suck in the NBA. Like this year, all 30 of them were absolute trash. The Sixers have some stupid thing with City of Brotherly Love. We don't care about that. Why is it so hard to ask? Why is it too much to ask? Just bring back for one season the black Allen Iverson era jerseys from the early 2000s. The fans would love it. It would print money, and it's just stupid that it's too much to ask for. Like, those are the jerseys people want. Bring them back. One season, alternate, doesn't matter. People are going to buy them. You're going to make a lot of money. Sixers are stupid. Nike is stupid. NBA is stupid. So it is what it is.
Be back. You got to rely. They'll be back. I promise. You're right.
I'm 100% right. Every Sixers fan agrees.
Me bringing on the next person?
Dom, I think you got to reset your router, big dog.
Yeah.
I'll take it from
Maryland.
here.
Agents.
Dom,
He's coming in.
that router, big dog.
I'm bringing JJ on.
JJ, what's up, fam?
Oh, God. I love it when Dom hosts.
Listen, this usually doesn't happen, but Dom's just having bad luck tonight.
I know he's fun. Dom is hilarious because for the longest time it was kind of.
You're usually the one that has the most problems with technology.
Yeah.
But the shoe's on the other foot. JJ, I'm not trying to roast you, bro, but like if we did it on average.
But this was not even a roast.
Be honest.
It wasn't even a roast conversation. This was just to say I love Dom's host.
I didn't say it was. I said I'm not trying to roast you by saying that, so don't take it that way.
Okay. How's it going?
I think he's having problems. Well, until he comes back, we're just going to bring our other two. First off, he's been a recurring guest. He's coming right back. His Steelers are doing kind of right now. But, hey, TJ Watt is coming back soon. Pretty sure he's going to talk about it. So come on, Jordo.
He's back this week.
What up?
What's going on, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. So yeah, what's back this week, man? Is this shit turning around or what?
I want a tank.
He wants the top 5. He wants the
It's
top
still,
5 pick.
it's still TJ Watt though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Steelers
And
might
then,
not have a tank. They might just actually be that bad.
I think
yeah.
we are.
And then last but not least, coming all the way from Atlanta by way of Quincy, Illinois. He's the pundit's pundit, you all. Jacob Christner.
What's going on? I noticed that Dom is showing his age by showing his AOL signal. Seriously, it's terrible. It is awful. But no, and by the way, about the Steelers, they were the ones that put in Pickett before he was ready, so I could see a top 5.
They keep
Yeah, it remains to be seen if it's going to be y'all are already pretty much calling it a bad move already, but
I was calling it that. You heard me, Jay.
yeah.
I was calling it that. I said he wasn't ready.
I don't think it was a bad move. I think it was the right move. I mean,
No,
Mitch Trubisky, like Mason
Trubisky
Rudolph,
would have been 4-4. That's the thing.
are these guys really going to do better? I don't think so. I would rather get my guy.
He's never had a losing season. He had a losing
you
season since
use a first-round pick to get him some experience.
True. No. Hey, dude, I'm just going to say this. We're going to get this in the signal. I'm not calling him a star, but he literally had 8 games over 500, and it was with a terrible coach. He would have been 4-4 right now, and then they would be going into this thing. He was the only reason for their 2 wins in the first place. That's just the whole thing. I mean, Pickett is not ready.
Well, moving along here, and I'm pretty sure that actually is a great segue into our next topic, and that is our first topic, and that is Sports Moron of the Week. Everyone's world-renowned favorite. If there's anything to brighten up your Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, tune in to this topic right here. Of course, others, but what a fire way to get it started. This is the most egregious takes or acts in sports that you've seen and we've seen over the last week. If you're watching, please feel free to comment any honorable mentions. But everyone on this post on this panel has got theirs. And shout out to Tyler Ingram, man. He's out there being a girl dad. He's doing his thing. I'm glad something's bright in his life because his Packers damn show ain't it. But Tyler, I know you got something to say. Go ahead and holler at him one time. Let's get this rolling.
Are you guys kidding me? Are you guys kidding me?
Oh no, you're doing me first. All right, I'm gonna say my sports moron of the week is Malik Willis because the boy looked like complete trash in that game.
I don't have one. Next.
Oh, I do. You see this right now? It's a penny. And this has to do with Tom Brady. What does this have to do with Tom Brady? Tom Brady's my sports moron of the week. And it's because he put all of his trust into Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. FTX, who also the Miami Heat put their trust into. They put their trust into that con artist. Every bit, every which way. And I tell you why Tom Brady and all of them put their trust into them is because they're all getting older and they're all worried about getting older. But by the way, finding out that Tom Brady might have put 94% of his life savings into FTX and into crypto. That's probably why he might be getting divorced. That is probably why he is. And I'll bet you anything, Giselle didn't want to put any money into it. And I'll bet you he did it. And I'll bet you that's part of the reason. And you trusted everything. You're trying to look young. You're trying to be young. You're 45 years old. That's why you kept coming back. Or did you come back because you were going to go broke? Is that the reason? And that's the biggest thing right now. That makes you the sports moron. You did all those ads. You did all that proposition. You brought Sam Bankman-Fried on. You made him. Everybody called him the next JP Morgan. They did all this. That is the issue. That makes you the sports moron because you had to come back when you could have retired? And now, truthfully, are you broke, Tom Brady? Answer that. And if you are, it's your fault. If this is the case, this penny, I might have more money right now overall than you. Who knows? I can't tell. I know Giselle does.
Damn, Jacob coming with some heat tonight. Okay, my sports moron is the former head coach of the Dallas Cowboys and Fox Sports NFL analyst, now Mr. Jimmy Johnson, for saying that, first of all, I'm not even going to talk about the Eagles. Take the Eagles out of this equation, because he also said in his quote that, oh, I'm not sold on the Eagles or whatever. Everyone's not sold on us. We're undefeated. We're 8-0. Every week we keep winning. Everyone keep saying, well, you won this way or you won that way, and they try to take credit away from us. So people are going to continue to do that and hate on us. So it is what it is. But for him to get on here and say that the current Dallas Cowboys of this season are the greatest Cowboys team of all time. Think about that for a second. And keep in mind, who is Jimmy Johnson? He is a 3-time Super Bowl winning head coach with the Dallas Cowboys. He coached Emmitt Smith. He coached Troy Aikman. He coached all those guys. Michael Irvin. He coached the great Dallas Cowboys teams of the 90s. Teams that actually won stuff. They haven't won anything since then. And Jerry Jones is the main reason for that, because he doesn't want to deal with a coach like Jimmy Johnson that actually knows how to lead a team and actually knows how to win. This team does not know how to win like that. Dak Prescott does not know how to win. Mike McCarthy doesn't know how to win. Mike McCarthy doesn't even do anything. Mike McCarthy isn't in charge of anything. He's not in charge of the offense. Kellen Moore calls all the plays. Mike McCarthy isn't in charge of the defense. He doesn't call plays on special teams. What does Mike McCarthy even do? And you're going to say that this is the greatest Dallas Cowboys team of all time. No, they're not. And they're not even the best team in their own division. And they're not going to do anything come the postseason. So I don't know where you got off saying they're the greatest Cowboys team of all time. It makes no sense. You're just gaslighting and trying to get a reaction from people, which you succeeded in. So at least you did one thing right.
My sports moron of the week, and I'll keep this brief, is to the former front office member of the Houston Texans, Jack Easterby. Let it be known, okay? I wanted you off this team for years. You're responsible for D-Hop going. You evaluate talent based on religious faith and not what they do on the field. I think I speak for all 2.3, 2.4 million Houstonians when I say good riddance, get out of our city, period. Okay? You have single-handedly ruined this team. And Cal McNair, you're not exactly, well, okay, you know what? You somewhat redeemed yourself because you fired the man. Good. But we wouldn't be here in the first place had you had grown a sack and taken control of your team instead of letting this evangelical preacher, this fake, he's the equivalent. Jack Easterby is the equivalent of those fake evangelical preachers you see on infomercials that faith heal and live in a $6 million mansion with 3 private jets, wanting you to donate to their cause, to donate to the church. He's got like 6 mega churches and all that. That's Jack Easterby. He's the NFL version of that, you know? And quite frankly, I don't want to see him go and ruin another team, because not only is he the very thing that's wrong with the NFL in that aspect, he's the very thing that's wrong with America in a lot of aspects. So Easterby, screw you, good riddance. Let's bring everybody back on. We got the boy Jordo up in here. You know what I'm saying? I know he's going to be serving a little Twisted Teas earlier, mixed with some Hennessy, some hen dog, you know what I'm saying? Then we got old Jacob Christner in here. He don't drink, but he here for the party, you know? Then we also got JJ. He took time away from being in the club tonight to be with us. So glad to be here. And then we got Mr. OnlyFans Friday, Billy Jim up in here. So it's Friday night.
You got to let Dom go. You got to let Dom do his sports moron. His internet's back.
Is he back? I think he's
Dom,
back.
Sports Moron.
Oops,
What just happened?
my bad.
What is happening? Okay, you do it. I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay. I'm sorry, man. All right,
I'm
there
here.
it is.
Is the connection better?
Finally. It's a little bit better.
Better-ish.
All right, who's your sports moron?
Yes. Did you guys all already go?
Yeah, we already went.
Ready to go? All already go?
Yeah, we
Yes.
already went.
It's Baker headbutting hits, no helmet on. Ever heard of
Oh, yeah, that was stupid. I forgot about that.
Oh, well, that was my. We're moving on to player of the week.
Sure.
Baker
All right.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
For him. Yeah.
All right. Player of the week.
Roboto.
Yeah, you're still coming in and out.
Player of the week.
Yep.
That was as clear as he's been the whole time.
Is tight end Jeremy Shockey.
Really good.
Just up on my phone because screw this. I'll be back again.
All right. Yeah, just come on your phone,
Okay,
man.
Jay, you take over for right now.
I got it. All right, everyone. Apologies for the technological difficulties, but we'll keep the party going here.
This is why I keep a tablet.
So, all right, our player of the week. Thanks to everybody who voted on my Twitter. So our player of the week is tight end Jeremy Shockey. Jeremy Shockey, he was drafted 14th overall in the 2002 NFL Draft from JJ's favorite Miami Hurricanes. He played for the Giants from 2002 to 2007. Where he won a Super Bowl ring. He also won a ring with the New Orleans Saints. He played there from 08 to 10. And then he went to the Panthers for his last season in 2011. He's a two-time Super Bowl champion, a first-team All-Pro in 2002, four-time Pro Bowler. He made PFWA All-Rookie Team, Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year. He actually was the first winner of that award. NFL Alumni Tight End of the Year in 2005. In college, he was a BCS national champion with the 2001 Miami Hurricanes, a consensus All-American in 2001, and a Grantland Rice Trophy winner in 2001. Career stats: he had 547 receptions, 6,143 yards, and 37 receiving touchdowns. And he also dated that Anna Kournikova chick like long time ago. Yeah. But no, the guy, in my opinion, became actually a bit of a pop culture icon off the field as well. Jeremy Shockey was phenomenal. I thought he was a phenomenal tight end at the time period. You know, you put him in this. He was in that grouping with Gates and Gonzalez. Not, in my opinion, not as good as them, but he was hanging with him. You know, most definitely. But Jeremy Shockey, awesome talent. He spent those last few years kind of injury riddled. Wish he would have had a longer career, but he did play 9 years. You know. I mean, who wouldn't want to end their football playing days as having both won a college national championship and a Super Bowl, not just one Super Bowl, but two. But, you know, I'm going to start this off. We'll go around and James, let us know your thoughts on Jeremy Shockey.
Good player. He was a big part of Giants winning the Super Bowl. He was a good security blanket type of guy for Eli Manning, a little bit underrated. Good player, solid career, maybe overshadowed by the great tight ends in the league at the time, Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, etc. So, but good player, solid player.
And Jordo, your thoughts on Jeremy Shockey?
And he was one of my favorite tight ends while he was in the league. Not a big name guy, but he made you them plays. By the way, that boy was really good on Madden.
Yes. Yes.
He wanted him on the team. And also, I do not remember him on that Saints Super Bowl team. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. He was injured. When he won with the Giants, he was injured. But, yes, he was on that team. Well, JJ, and he was on your Hurricanes, man. Your thoughts about Jeremy Shockey?
You know, Jeremy Shockey good tight end. Your first, like he was a stretch tight end. He wasn't exactly like your standard blocking type tight end. Aside from the questionable remark he made at the time about locker room and being around homosexuals, for the most part, he was a good tight end. And he did part with the Hurricanes. He is, I believe, a first-round pick, which one of the first-round picks we had of that class. But good tight end. He'd have better numbers in today's game. But he's a tough guy.
All right. I think he's back.
Wait a minute.
Spectrum Wi-Fi.
Middle finger.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Come on over to Xfinity, boy. While he gets his stuff together, Jacob, your thoughts on Jeremy Shockey, man?
Let me tell you this about Shockey. There's a reason he could get on a Kornikova. The reason here's the thing. If you would put, and the reason he was not the greatest tight end as James brought up, injuries. He had those injuries, but he was a beast of an individual as far as an athlete. And the reason he could get a Kornikova is because it's what happens if you would put a Travis Kelce and mix him with the mindset of Marshawn Lynch. Chill. He was absolutely chill, and he got everyone. He was also in the papers. He was, well, papers back then. It'd be TMZ now. He was all over the place. His personality was perfect for Hollywood. He was one of those that really, he was in New York. He should have been more. He should have been, imagine if they would have Los Angeles at the time. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if there had been Los Angeles Rams at the time. He could have gone to LA, become an actor. In New York, he should have been able to do it. He got some ads, but he should have been bigger. His personality is built for it. And as far as a player, first couple of years, as you brought up with Madden, he was the same as that Madden. He was amazing. He just got hurt. And that was the biggest deal about that. And see, this was at a time, these guys were at a time, Greg Olsen on the Bears also, these were at a time where there was a lot of OCs that didn't like that kind of guy. They were the old school. Mike Martz with Greg Olsen traded him out because he wanted a blocker. It was that old school OC mindset. And then the Giants were in the same boat with a lot of ways. He was a see, now he'd be a megastar. But back in that time, he was kind of ahead of his time. So was Olsen. So kind of a different breed. But as far as a personality, he should have been in Hollywood.
And then Dom, swinging it on over to you, man. Your thoughts on Jeremy Shockey?
I'm sure you guys probably covered just about all of it. Obviously, from the U, a.k.a. TNU, Bubba Frank, Jimmy Graham, Greg Olsen, Ellen Winslow, David Njoku, who finally started to look like he's something. He was the number 14 overall pick in the 2002 draft, which this day is still kind of high for a tight came back, as I'm sure someone said, Pro Bowler and first team All-Pro his rookie year, had his best in his rookie year, most yards. And then, like Jake said, injuries, and he just kind of fizzled. But he got himself 2 rings. I'm a Jeremy Shockey.
All right.
So he has 2 more rings than Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're on the team, get a ring.
Yeah. Dom, it's on you, man. Next
Okay.
topic.
One of my favorite segments. This is Mr. J. Nelson's brainchild, Gauntlet Grinders. I'm going to let someone else go first because I'm sure no one picked mine, and I don't want to come out here and give you one of the obvious ones and steal someone else's shine. So, JJ.
All right. My Gauntlet Grinder is Travis Etienne from the Jacksonville Jaguars. FC. That man is.
I love you, JJ, but you stole mine.
You just got your shit stolen, bro.
Go.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. No, because he's the grinder. The man is the definition of someone that you can rely on to try to come back. They were down by at least 12 points before they really got him going. He had like 27 yards in the first half. He ended with over 100 and ultimately sealed the deal. That's my AFC grinder. My NFC grinder would be, and we just talked about him, they got a tough win, would be Tom Brady. 60-something passes, come back from 58 passes, tough game against the LA Rams to get a victory that they needed, just grinded through. I know at his age, his arm must be killing him, but he just continues to go on. So that would be my gauntlet grinder is, Tom Brady and Travis again.
Jacob.
All right, on the AFC side, I am going to put a duo of it in. It's Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You talk about, to me, these two are changing the way that the wide receiver, in the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to see this, that we are going to see little wide receivers just as much as the 6'4", 6'5" guys. They are changing the way we see wide receiver right now. Little guys that go, they could be going 4 yards and go 40, or they can go long. Does not matter. They always get open. They do not miss a catch. You cannot double team either of them. It is such a different world. And who knows if how in the next 10 years, how many 6'5" guys, when you can get small guys out there now. And to me, in that opinion, Steve Smith started that. But we see it more and more now. And as far as the NFC, I've got to say it, even though I would love to see him pass more. I don't want to get him hurt, Justin Fields. The record, he got Michael Vick's record. I'll give it this. That's a great record to be able to have. It's great to see a Chicago Bears quarterback with a record, other than horrible. But the biggest thing about it is the fact that this can blow knees out very, very fast. And I don't want anybody to get used to the thing. And there's still things he needs to be able to do in the fourth quarter. He'd be able to, he can be, it's not running the ball. And especially if they he's a smart quarterback, but they can put a spy on him in those times when it's bigger, when things are bigger. I would rather see it. But for this point right now, Justin Fields deserves my grinder because he was a star on that Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Jacob, the only problem I have with what you said, and as far as your grinders, is you're giving all this credit to Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but you're not giving him credit to the man that's throwing him the ball.
Hold on. Sorry about that. No, Tua, you're correct. Yeah. No, I give it that. It's like I was just
say his whole name. Put some respect on his name.
Tua
Jimmy going to jail for that shit.
I just wanted to hear how you say his name. That was bait, bro.
I have no idea. If you can get this master speller to mispronounce something, you gotta win. You gotta win that day.
Tang flavor Crayola.
What'd you say?
Tang flavor Crayola.
Tagovailoa?
Tagovailoa?
No disrespect to Tua, though. He's actually really been playing well.
Yeah. No, exceptional.
His name is just a disaster.
You're correct on that. It's like, and trust me, like I said, I have to give you credit, James. If you can make someone like me who can spell and pronounce to miss that one, you win. Good win this week. but no, Tua. No, Tua he was amazing on that. But I just brought up those two just because it is we are watching a different world of receivers. We're watching a different world of receivers now, and you're seeing these little guys that can just go all over the place. You can't catch them. You can't. It's like they're almost like the kids at school. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to get you, and you can't catch them. And then when they finally do catch them, they kick the crap out of you.
But while we're still on this subject, Tua is actually short for his real name, which if you think his last name is hard to pronounce,
oh yeah,
name is.
Say it.
I don't even know I'm not even going to take
say
it.
None of us can say it.
It's Tuan.
I don't care.
TuanIGANMANUOLEPOL. I don't know how to say this man's real name.
I bet that dude
call him Tua.
I bet that dude gets writer's cramp every time he has to write his entire name.
That sucks, bro. Like
every time that's right.
Imagine having to write your whole name on like schoolwork and stuff.
I bet Dwayne Johnson would know how to say it. The Rock.
You probably would.
Yeah. Probably. It's a Hawaiian name, so yeah, it's spelled weirdly.
Yeah.
Jordo, who'd you have, man?
AFC, I'm gonna give it to Garrett Wilson, receiver for the Jets. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know he went over 100, I believe. Maybe had a touchdown.
Nice.
I really like that kid, by the way. He's like one of them low-key
Jets
draft
beat the
picks
Bills
of
this
this
week.
year. What's that?
The Jets beat the Bills this week. So
Oh, absolutely.
For Rookie of the Year.
And NFC, I'm going to go with Justin Fields also. He's been playing pretty damn good lately. I think in his last 5 games, he's passed for like 800-some yards, rushed for another however many. But this most recent game, I think that might have been his coming out game, guys.
In a loss, you say?
Well, we're going to see him really come out because it's Detroit.
You're not wrong.
James?
I'm absolutely shocked that nobody has said Patrick Mahomes' name. He put up 500.
He does it every week.
Total. He put up 500 total yards of offense by himself. Had the one passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown, the rushing touchdown.
There's
he completely
someone else,
shook
but
a
I
defender, juked the defender, got into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes against the Tennessee Titans. They were struggling a little bit in the first half, but when the team needed him to step up and make plays, he does what MVP type of players do, and that's why Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, and he's one of the front runners for the MVP this year, for sure.
Yep.
I think nobody picked him because
there's-
they barely won that game. So it was
There's
like an
someone
under
else
the
that
radar.
actually hasn't been mentioned.
It was an
either,
ugly
I'm
game,
curious
but
to see if
Well,
Jay's
before-
gonna say
An
it.
ugly win is better than a pretty loss.
And then let me.
There's another person that hasn't been mentioned. I'm curious to see if Jay's going to say his name, because I think he will.
I know.
Well, let me see.
Jay's my other one.
James hasn't finished. his
Actually,
NFC guy.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who you're thinking about too. So, but I'm not gonna.
I do too.
Actually, I'm gonna go a bit against the grain here. I got all defensive gauntlet grinders here.
Damn.
You didn't
So-
go Damian Pierce?
Damian
Actually,
Pierce destroyed the Eagles, bro.
yeah, he did. It actually got mentioned in the. Hold on a second. They got mentioned in the comments. Baking Grizzler, was it? Is this him?
Yeah,
Trying to go
that's
to
Grizz.
it.
That's
Yeah.
my boy Grizz.
Because we don't
Yeah,
guys that
he.
take them.
But actually, I got I'm all defense this week, fellas. AFC Gauntlet Grinder. I got cornerback Sauce Gardner. 7 total tackles, 3
He's a
solo,
beast.
1 interception. He most definitely is shaping up to be a stud that everyone thought that he was going to be. In this rough league, and I hadn't heard any injury histories or anything like that. But I mean, like guys like him, Stingley, Petrie, like they're the future, But I love it for Sauce Gardner. Maybe they can bring back that gangrene defense from early 2010. But yeah, he got my AFC Gauntlet Grinder. NFC Gauntlet Grinder, I have to give it to the entire Detroit Lions defense. 106 rushing yards allowed, forced 3 turnovers, held them to 8 of 15 on 3rd down, 1 of 4 on 4th down, 9 points allowed to a team that historically kills them. So I had to give it to the Lions defense, who was the worst defense in the league, but for one day and one day only, they stepped up and fit the bill. But here's to more days like that. In fact, Don, you'll probably say there'll never be another game like this, and it probably won't. But hopefully it's the start of something good next year.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
to your
James.
point,
James, what's with the
Interesting.
Febreze? Are you saying that takes?
Hold on a
Stacy
second.
Febreze?
I have something to say. Anybody, CEOs or anybody from Febreze, I want the sponsorship with Febreze. I'm going to have 1 squirt because the Green Bay Packers stink, and that was a
I knew it.
abysmally
That's exactly
terrible
where I was going with
performance. So we have to have some
Bitches,
air freshener in
bitches.
here. We have April fresh. We are heading into the fall season. It's going to be winter before you know it, but we still have it smelling fresh like spring up in here. With that being said, gentlemen, we're going to take a short commercial break real quick. And when we get back, we're going to talk about some headlines going around the NFL.
One thing about
Sports
the
fans are
grinder,
gearing
though,
up and
one thing about
saving
the
big
grinder,
at
though,
Fanatics.com.
put a defensive part,
The
could have
world's
mentioned
largest
Justin
collection of
Houston, 2.5
officially
sacks
licensed
and
fan
interception.
gear.
And
From all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics.
Came in and out,
autographed
didn't
collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time. Get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Thank you to Fanatics for supporting Gauntlet Sports Media and all the team over here.
One last thing about that Lions defense. Green Bay got in, not the red zone, mind you, the 25-yard line 5 times. 3 points scored. Kirby Joseph himself was a nightmare to Aaron Rodgers' red zone passer rating. 10 tackles, 2 picks, 3 passes defended.
Respect.
Okay, so Josh Allen has found himself with a bit of a elbow injury on his throwing arm. And what have you guys heard? Because last I heard, he's questionable.
He's questionable for Sunday. So we don't know if he's going to play or not.
I also heard that Case Keenum's starting. Jay, go. We'll go clockwise. Jay,
you're muted, bro.
Appears to be muted.
Let me unmute him. I can't unmute him for some reason.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, all right then. Yeah, this is not exactly the news you want to hear. Overall, if even, because you don't want to see nobody get injured, it's not serious. They're saying that Max, he may miss a few weeks, but this is that stretch of the season that you need. And I can recall talking about this on Sports Arena whenever, the guys have brought up that, that late November, December stretch, that's the stretch of games you need right there in order to make the playoffs or secure the division, whatever. It's always that crucial time period. So this is hitting him at the wrong time. I hope he's okay. I think the Bills have a good team. Do I think Case Keenum can come and hold it down? Who knows? He did take the Vikings to the NFC Championship game, but they're saying that they're calling that the biggest fluke of all time. So it remains to be seen. Do
we remember what happened in that NFC Championship game?
Oh yeah, they got smoked.
By any chance?
Oh yeah, they got smoked like Harold at the stoplight. But like I said, it's not a season-ending injury. I just don't. I don't believe. I hope that this injury does not derail them from winning the division. Even though the Bills have yet to get a divisional win, they're 0-2 in the division. Strange times.
That division. Listen, the Jets are only a game back. The Patriots are winning games.
It's pretty tight.
The Dolphins are winning games.
It's pretty tight. Yeah,
It's not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be easy at all. I mean, unlike the NFC South, but yeah, I mean, if it's not bad, he can survive on it. I know it's going to be time for the running backs to step it up big time. They are capable of running the football. I wish they would run it more, but they are capable of running the football. But I think the Bills might be just fine. Go ahead, Jimmy.
So Josh Allen, he did not practice Wednesday or Thursday. He was limited participant on Friday. I think it's going to be a game time decision for him. If I had to take a guess, I think they're going to see how he does in warmups. If it doesn't look good, if it doesn't look comfortable, I wouldn't play him. This is a guy that you have a lot of money invested into. This guy's your franchise quarterback. If you lose a couple of games, that's okay. You need Josh Allen at 100%. So you have a chance to compete this year and try to win a Super Bowl this year, because we all know that Buffalo is equipped to do so. Buffalo is one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl this season for a good reason. And with Josh Allen not being healthy or putting him at any type of risk, that would be truly devastating, and it could derail the Buffalo Bills' chances of winning it all. So I wouldn't look at the short term. If you lose a game, then it's not the end of the world. You'll be okay. You have some winnable games coming up on the schedule. So I think the Bills should roll with Keenum for now until you absolutely know that Josh Allen is 150% healthy. He should not be on the field.
Jordan?
I'm going to start it off with, I know he got hurt on the passing play, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
But
sure.
I'm seen this coming the way they overuse him. I just hope they take it as a wake-up call that you have like 3 or 4 running backs on your team. Run the ball. Devin Singletary averages almost 5 yards per carry in his career. I don't think the kid's ever had more than 120 carries.
Yeah, we talked about this the other.
Run the ball.
Fair enough.
I mean, facts though.
Jacob?
Well, here's the problem with running the ball. It usually goes by the quarterback. If, like, for instance, the Eagles lost Jalen Hurts, Minshew would be a different type. You'd have to – see, this is what happens when you lose your star quarterback quite a bit. Quite a bit of it. First off, a lot of your run game is taken away because especially if you have, like, a guy who's mobile like a Jalen Hurts, like a Josh Allen, like any of these quarterbacks, they are taken away. So that takes away the run game because now – see, when you have a mobile quarterback, you don't know what you're getting. See, so it would be if you replace Justin Fields with Trevor Siemian. Same boat. You can't just run the ball with Case Keenum now because he's not as mobile. So, see, Case Keenum can throw the ball, but the run game is going to be taken away if Josh Allen has to miss. That's the biggest fault of everything. Could they, if the Buffalo Bills have a defense, they can keep games close. He could get a game or two. Say they had to miss 3 or 4 games. But the problem is you get later on and you get these good stop the run game. Singletary will be dead. Any of these guys will be dead. They're gonna have to throw and it's gonna show up. So I'm just saying that part right now. That's gonna be devastating if you lose Allen because he is exceptionally mobile and exceptionally athletic. It would be exactly like if you lost Jalen Hurts right now.
I'm sorry, Jacob, but whenever you said all that about how run the dang ball and stuff, all I could think is like Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side when she called the coach and was like, run the dang ball, Brett. Stop with the trick plays. Run the dang ball. Love The Blind Side. Great movie.
Yes.
No, but that's exactly the point though on that. It's not as easy as that. It used to be as easy as that when most of the quarterbacks weren't mobile back in the day. But most of the quarterbacks are mobile now. Even like the second and third string quarterbacks, most of them are mobile. Yeah, most of the quarterbacks, even second and third stringers, are mobile. So it's not as you can't like I'll say this for Pittsburgh. If Mason Rudolph gets in there, it's even more dead because he is not mobile. So he's just
a little bit mobile.
Yeah, but not he's not Mitch or Kenny.
No,
he's not either of them. So that's the point. Most of the quarterbacks are mobile now. So without the mobility there, the run game is dead.
It's dead anyway for us. But none of them.
JJ?
I think this is a very precarious situation for them because I think they want to realize last year, I'll even go back there, they want to have a playoff game, an AFC Championship game at home. And right now with this injury, if they don't play this the correct way, they could lose that. So they need to have that. Now, do they feel like they can go on the road to like a Kansas City or somewhere to win? Because if that's the case, then you should sit Josh Allen because I think what you saw with the Rams and Matthew Stafford is when you don't let the guy properly heal, he looks bad. Matthew Stafford, I don't believe for one moment they handled his injury right, and this is why you see their team suffering. If this is the same case with Josh Allen and them, I trust Case Keenum to win at least 1 or 2 games if he's out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And you can still have enough time to go for a playoff push because we don't know if Kansas City is going to stay perfect like during that stretch. They could still be in position to make a run if they sit him out for the next 3 or 4 weeks because they have a defense, they have wide receivers, and no matter what happens with the wide receiver and a quarterback, despite who it is, if you're a route runner and a master like Stephon Diggs or a deep threat like Gabe Davis, Case Keenum has had experience with that. That connection is not going to beat Josh Allen like, but it can be good enough to beat teams like Minnesota coming up and a couple people down the line. So I think they need to play this very well because if they really want a chance to win a Super Bowl, sit him until you feel like he's 100% and then get him for that playoff push and then don't look back.
I agree.
Your take, Dom?
Yeah, real quick. To Jordan's point, it's definitely a way. I've been saying for good portion of this season and a lot. You can't be that what happens. This is an opportunity to see what they have with Devin Singletary. Like Jim, one knows that the run they'll stack the box. So really, it's at this point back up at or with your one.
Fair enough.
All right, Tom. Next up.
So Frank Reich was given his walking with the Indianapolis. And move. I don't know what's. I can't even say left. Foul ground down the third baseline. Jim Irsay, former guard,
center,
former center, and all-time great player from the Colts, Jeff Saturday, as the interim coach. They brought him up to booth. I think he was coaching school. I'm not sure how he got. I looked at what they afterwards, and I'm like, oh yeah, how I briefed what Jim Irsay is, but I don't understand the move. I think just throwing the sticks at this point. It makes about as much quarterback acquisition years, none of which worked out anyway. So, good luck. I think get any.
He'll land a OC job elsewhere. I thought that I didn't understand it, honestly. You fed him Carson Wentz. Granted, he thought he could rekindle some magic, and it didn't work. Okay, fine. Chalk that up. He owned up to that one. But then you feed him a past prime Matt Ryan. I get it. He can still put up stats. But what was so wrong with going and drafting a quarterback like of the future? Like, I mean, come on now, But this is exactly the type of stuff that I'll be talking about, man. Jim Irsay, this dude has made the most ending to Scarface, face first in a pile of booger sugar decisions I have ever seen in the last 10-something years, Jerry Jones aside. This is the type of move that he does. You have qualified personnel on your staff. You take a dude who hasn't called a play in his career. I get it. He's a fan favorite. Everyone loves him. He's caught a few passes from Peyton Manning. That's awesome. But we're talking about coaching in the pros. And he's never even called a play. And you call him. Reggie Wayne was a wide receivers coach. Am I correct? You could have called him. But you go with Jeff Saturday, and I said it on, I think, what did I say this on? It was on, it might have been, no, it wasn't Pun It. I said it on another show. I said he's going to be Freddie Kitchens 2.0. And when it all falls apart, Sports Arena, that's right. I think it's Freddie Kitchens 2.0, And when it falls apart, of course, he's going to get the blame. Now, are the fans going to be smart enough to point the blame finger in the right direction is the real question, because that house is on fire. The roof is going to collapse, and there's going to be nothing but smolder and ashes real shortly. Go ahead, JT.
One thing real quick, because I have some friends that are Colts fans, so I hope for y'all that some of those emails that Dan Snyder has yet to reveal have something to do with Jim Irsay, and I think they do.
I mean, just to say basically what Jay said, but I'm going to add something to it, like, not only about Carson Wentz or whatever, like, how can you go from having Andrew Luck, who's clearly your franchise quarterback, and then obviously he retires, and that was completely unexpected, and it shocked everyone in the NFL world, but you've had time to, like, adjust to that. Like, it's been several years since that happened. So it's time to figure out what your next move is going to be. But instead of trying to do something, you're digging up basically quarterback corpses. Yes. You're digging up Phillip Rivers, who's in the end of his career. You're picking up Carson Wentz, who's mentally defeated and he has not been able to bounce back ever since he saw Nick Foles win the Super Bowl for the Eagles. It destroyed his confidence. And then you have Matt Ryan, who's obviously washed up. There's no continuity for the quarterback situation, and you're expecting results. So, no, I don't think it was actually the right decision to let go of Frank. And I think Frank is a better coach than what has been portrayed. But the Colts are doing what they think is right for the organization. The players seem to love Jeff Saturday. So we'll see if they respond well enough to him throughout the rest of the season. But if the rest of the season does not go well, it's going to be curious. Are they going to keep Jeff Saturday as the head coach, or are they going to let him go and actually hire someone that's more qualified?
You know what's funny? Remember when most of us thought that Chris Ballard was a good GM?
No, he has to take a lot of responsibility for the whole quarterback issue, like I was saying. Like, you have to get a solution, or the team is not going to be successful.
Well, there were
Under any
Eagles
coach.
fans. Here, there were Eagles fans that were when they were so mad at Howie Roseman, they wanted Chris Ballard. There were Eagles fans saying that.
Oh, we were wrong about Howie. I mean,
Most recently,
I
there was
wouldn't
a
say
sign.
nothing about Chris Ballard, but Howie was tripping, but he ain't tripping no more.
Yeah,
he ain't
There
tripping
was
no
a
more.
sign saying, "Howie, you're forgiven." And he said, "I'm forgiven for your first Super Bowl. Fuck you."
Yep, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh,
I
go
think-
ahead, Jordan or JJ.
I think the Jeff Saturday hire was a one for the fans, honestly. You guys said he's a fan favorite. I think that team and those people feel like they have a better team that's being displayed and they don't understand what's going on. I do think, to James' point, I think Frank Reich isn't a bad coach. But ever since, honestly, since Peyton Manning and even parts of Andrew Luck, since they left, they haven't had any stability at quarterback and coach. Either one. It's either one is there for 3 years, the other one is there for 2, one's there for 5 years, the other one's there for 1. And now Frank Reich's next on the chopping block. I don't think they really have a plan. I don't think Irsay really has a plan. I think right now he gives me the type of vibe where he just sits back, drinks a beer, sits a cigar, and says, "Here, I'll choose you. You be my next person to get it because you have that same mentality I do."
Basically.
I think, I don't know Irsay as a person, but Jeff Saturday seems like a type of guy that could sit in the room with him and kick back and talk.
I'm with
Our
you.
guy Wyatt appears unhappy with the decision to go with Jeff Saturday as the head coach. He says, just waiting for Irsay to sell the team. The Colts are a circus, says Wyatt.
He's right.
Jacob?
Here's the deal with this. It's like, as far as that, you were saying that yourself, Saturday is a business decision. And remember what I said on Facebook, that guess what? I guess this means Matt Ryan's coming back. Matt Ryan is active on Sunday as a backup. So I was absolutely on the dot on that one. And the reason being is because they need a guy who could call plays. No one calls plays in that team. The guy that's going to be calling plays like a 30-year-old assistant quarterback guy or whatever. Some craziness. It's going to be insane. They're going to have to bring Matt Ryan and Nick Foles to call the plays because it's what's going to be. But here's the thing with Irsay about his quarterbacks, and I'll tell you exactly what this is. Let's see. You get Andrew Luck. He was around with Peyton Manning, obviously, right? The Irsay. Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck. Let's see. Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. Then you get to Carson Wentz. Then you get to Phillip Rivers. Carson Wentz. Now this, Matt Ryan. You want to know what this is? Jim Irsay has 3 daughters. He's picking people. He's picking quarterbacks he would think of they would marry his daughters. That would marry his daughters. That is absolutely true. He would consider
over the whole Dan Orlovsky era, the bridge between Peyton and Andrew Luck.
Well, I'm just talking about what he's choosing after the fact, trying to get success. He's not more along the. He's trying to replicate that Peyton Manning thing. Orlovsky.
I get what Jacob's saying. Jacob's saying he's bringing in guys like he's auditioning for a daughter, people to date his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one of them are the nicest guys alive. They're the nicest. They're the nicest, sweetest guys alive. And we already know Phillip Rivers can breed, and we know he can breed. He has like 17,000 kids.
Oh, you mean Philip Cromartie?
Yeah.
Who has more
No,
kids?
no, no,
Hold
no,
on. Who has
Philip
more
Cannon.
kids?
More than
Philip
Cromartie.
Cannon.
Who has more kids, Nick Cannon or Philip Rivers?
Or
You know what? I think Cannon got him beat by 3 kids.
Yeah.
Number 12 on the way.
Yeah.
That's
But I'm just saying.
ridiculous, bro.
I think Cromartie got 12 too,
Rap,
don't he?
put that thing away, bro. It's November. Put that thing up.
What are you talking about?
It's November, bro. Put that thing up. You know what I'm talking about.
Was he shaving?
What do you mean?
What's understood doesn't have to be explained, bro.
Like 20.
You know what month it is.
Anyway,
Jacob, what were you saying, man?
to add.
No, but that's
Jeff
exact to me. Look at Jim Irsay. Look at everything he's saying. Everything he makes today, I really believe it has to do with in his head with how these kind of guys would treat his daughters. Every single guy that every quarterback he picks up is the nicest guy on earth, the nicest dude on earth. Every single one of them.
Well,
and it's like they're all good. They're all Midwestern looking. Green
Day told me nice guys finish last.
Of course they do. But I'm just telling you what his thing is. They're all Midwestern looking guys, whether they are or not. And that's Indianapolis. they're all Midwestern guys. They live in about 4,000 square foot, 5,000 square foot houses. They, paint fences, about 17,000 kids. 17,000 kids they can breed. I mean,
you got some new fans in the comment section. You got Grizz saying that you're killing.
Yeah,
but that's just what it is,
dude. Like so basically, Jacob, if they was on the set of like if they was on the set of Little House on the Prairie, they can come aboard.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, then,
Jacob said they auditioned
we know they're not
quarterbacks
bringing
like
back
they
Matt
his
Ryan.
daughters.
Quick, rapid fire. Who's the Colts quarterback next year? I say Andy Dalton.
Probably.
Maybe Dalton.
He's another dude. I mean, I can absolutely see it. He's another nice guy.
Either him or Tyrod Taylor.
The bottom line is we all know that
in Indianapolis, yeah, right.
We all know Irsay doesn't know how to run a team, so the Colts are a disaster. But we got to get to the non-sports topic. What's our non-sports topic tonight?
So our non-sports topic, and I consulted with James about this. So our non-sports topic is entitled women in the dating scene. Now, this right here, I'm going to read you all a post that I came across.
Is it the same post from that you sent me?
Yeah.
How about this? I can roll the clip for everyone to see. Just give me a second.
And we'll read off on it. So we got about 2-3 minutes. Yeah, we good. Or wait a second. Hey, you talking about the post I sent in the group chat
that you sent me, bro?
Yes, roll that footage. Please roll that footage.
Okay, I'm gonna just pull it up. But you can go ahead and keep talking while I'm doing this. It's gonna take me a second.
Okay, so I sent them another post, and it was from somebody on Twitter, and it said how much to keep a woman monthly. This is how, according to her, this is how much to keep a woman monthly. Hair, $450. Nails, $350. Lashes and waxes, $350.
Sir, you're courting
Makeup,
me,
skincare,
you're
$250.
me,
clothes and shoes,
you should be paying
$500.
for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not going to pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model, so I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks. So you got to be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have that wash and go hair, but still products are expensive. My conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, hair is expensive. So I'm gonna need you to foot the bill on that. You need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard. I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So, yeah.
I don't want to
You've
see
got my
any of it.
wax, right? You got my wax. Now, further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but
Yo,
eventually you're
Zoe.
gonna have to pay my rent. Like,
Oh my
girls
God.
got bills to pay, and I am too feminine to like pay for
Ugh.
myself. So, I mean, I do that now, but like, if I'm with you, why would I pay for my
Just
own
cut
bills?
this off so
Ugh,
we can
no.
talk about it.
Okay, this is exactly what we're
Stacey
talking
Abrams
about,
joined
though. Like
TikTok?
entitled women, like you have to pay my rent, you have to pay for this. If the woman has kids,
She
you
sets us back. She
go on
has
a date,
African
and
American
she's like,
back.
"Oh, can you buy my son or something, like some food or whatever?" Like, it's not my job to raise your kids. It's not my job to support your family. That's your responsibility. I'm not supposed to take care of everything for you. You need to work. You need to get a job. You need to pay for the stuff that you need to.
I was gonna say, everyone take like a minute or
That's
less.
entitled.
I just
Jordan,
want to,
go.
yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
I'm fucking speechless. She said she was a model, and I stopped listening.
She ain't no damn model.
I stopped listening after that.
That's cap.
She's modeling Chevrolets. Jeez.
She's a model for Chef Boyardee. That's about
Hold
it.
on.
It's
Okay,
like Stacey.
Jacob,
oh my God, it's like
Jacob,
Stacey Abrams joined TikTok.
Jacob,
Ugh.
your comment is hilarious. It just takes me back to the Golden Girls episode where they meet Blanche's daughter, who he said used to be a model. Sophia said, "What did she model? Car covers?"
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
not
right.
convinced.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I would love to see Jim Irsay.
Yeah.
I would love to see Jim Irsay get a quarterback if his daughter was like her. I would love to see the type of guy he would try to bring for her. That is hilarious. She sets African American women back 100 years.
Dude.
So I feel like I'm too feminine enough to like go ahead and do this, sweetheart. But you're paying it now, so you should go be single for the rest of your life.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay.
I would smack the crap. I would
night.
smack the dog crap out of any one of y'all if y'all ever talk to a girl like that. I would smack the living hell out of you.
Jacob, I would rather use Freddie's bladed glove as a toothpick than to ever. But then again, her, I got to do all that just to. Yeah, no.
Oh.
No. I watch monthly. Hair $450, nails $350, lashes, waxes $350, makeup, skincare $250, clothes and shoes $500, groceries $500, eating out $500, gym membership $200, car note and gas $500, vacation fund $350, phone bill $200, medical insurance $400, going out $750, total $5,300 a month, according to this email. James, if I'm lying, did I show you the clip?
Why
I'm gonna be real quick and brief.
I know, but part of that, bro. Listen,
wait a
part
minute.
of that
Why
has
did
to be
she
capped
just say
because
she
all
didn't
those
want to
things
pay
cannot
for
cost you
anything?
that much money. Like,
Why
you
did
can
she
get.
say she didn't want to
I know
pay
you can
for
get a
anything?
phone bill that's a lot cheaper than that. I know you
think
can
she
get
was
groceries
scrolling
cheaper
to
than
go
that.
viral, and she got her
Eating out
phone.
is not a necessity. Nails and all that—that's not a necessity.
For women, it is.
That's a lot. A lot of those things that you're talking about, shoes, all that. That's a luxury.
What gym
But
does
You don't
she
need
go
to
to?
spend that much per month on those things.
My thing is, why didn't she just say, "I don't want to pay for anything," and just save all that? That's basically what she said. She don't want to pay for nothing.
Hey! I can tell you this: the only.
Why do you
gym-
need a $350 monthly for your vacation fund?
Hey!
That's
What
not a
gym-
necessity.
What gym does she go to? Because I know Planet Fitness does not cost $200 a month.
Planet Fitness is $10.
It's $10 a month.
That's the only. That's
Even
the only one
lifetime.
she goes
The
to.
Premium membership is $20, but the
is like
regular
100
membership's $10.
You know what?
$150.
She reminds me of the type of girl in this other video where she was trying to post with the bottle talking about she had this joint. Then the dude walked in and said, "I paid for this. What you trying to boast like you bad about this, Sonny?" That she seemed like that.
Here's all I'm gonna
$200 for
say,
a
and then
gym.
we wrap it up. And I'm not trying to be shallow, but honey, you are not
That better be
attractive
the gym
enough.
that
You're
Jesus
not
goes
attractive
to.
enough in the face to be asking for any of that.
No. I'm trying to be shallow. She's ugly as hell. Period. I'm shallow. I will be shallow Hal, and I will be proud of it.
Jacob just does not care, bro.
No, that is you are dead.
Let's wrap this up. Clockwise from the top left. Jay, where can we find you?
Confidential Tuesday, and that's going to be at 9:30 Eastern, we'll have our one-off show. It's going to be a World Series recap. Also, Pundit with Jacob Krishner and also Scott Morganroth and Jennifer Matthews-Lewis. That's on Wednesdays. The Gauntlet right here with myself, Dom, JJ, James, and also Basket Bros with Will Dom. Whenever he can make it, when he can pull himself away from amusement park. Jacob and Scott Morganroth.
James.
Yeah, I want to say something real quick before we end the show. I have been for the month of November. The month of November is Men's Health Month, so I've been doing this month. I've been spreading awareness to a lot of things that I think are issues, and I think one of the things that's a major issue is we have a lot of guys out there that are struggling with certain things with the mental health aspect, not getting the help they need. 76% of all suicides are done by men. No one talks about it. With men, they're having these issues. So I'm just urging people, your people, your friends, if you have a brother, if you have, any type of guys in your life that you're close to, have close relationships, I would just recommend, reaching out to them and making sure like everything's okay, because you never know, like one conversation can really change everything. But you guys, of course, you guys can find me here doing the Gauntlet. You guys can find me doing LinkedIn as well. We also have a Discord server if anyone wants to join the Discord server for LinkedIn. We just talk sports and have a lot of fun in there. But I just wanted to say a few words and try to bring some awareness for Men's Mental Health Month.
Sweet, 100, man.
Good.
Jordan.
You can find me on here when I come on here. Other than that, don't look for me.
Jordan keeping it real, bro. I respect him.
Yeah. What you'll find me Sunday nights Basket Bros with Jay, with Will, with Dom and Scott. Monday nights during the season, the NBA Carousel with Megan Price. Tuesday nights Confidential. We have one more show, as was brought up. But we have one more show. But then during the season, hopefully, we will never have an 11 o'clock ever again. Let's see. Wednesday nights, the doubleheader Pundits Pundit and the Sports Exchange have a doubleheader. Thursday nights, I'm away from Sideline. I do a show called Yin and Yang. It is non-sports. It is films. It's films. It is politics. It's psychology. All kinds of different stuff. So it's me and TJ Sanson. So we do that kind of deal. And then I'm also making a couple of movies with her. So a lot of things going on.
JJ?
You guys have mentioned all the shows. You guys have mentioned all the one. And another one that we do is I share this with my brother up that's directly above me. Mr. James Tatum on Sunday, we would do our weekly NFL picks. We had a break last week, but we should be getting back to it. Took a little bye week like the rest of the NBA NFL does. So we should be getting back every Sunday at 11 in the morning.
See you guys this Sunday.
Yes, sir. We talk all things NFL when it comes to, and then also if you do the sports betting, that's where you can find me and Mr. Tatum. We talk about that. And then, of course, here on the Gauntlet with all of these gentlemen here, that's where you got me.
Everything that everyone else said about Sideline. Also, Mondays, the Fire Up Michigan. That's me, Scott Morganroth, George Eichhorn, Jeremy Ballreich. Wednesdays and Fridays, Kneecap Biting with Smoke and Jeremy B. Wednesdays is an NFL Roundtable. Any of y'all that want to come on and represent your team, it's an open invite. Fridays.
Occasionally catch me on there.
Yes. Yeah, you got to be plugging that, Jordan. Fridays, we do the Lions Man Cave, which is where I must bid you gentlemen adieu shortly here, because I'm already late, because we ran late.
Just before we get off, if you guys want to watch the explicit version of the Gauntlet, subscribe to my OnlyFans page. With that being said, we love and appreciate all you guys for everything that you do, and we'll see you next time.
Denzel and